What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Grid. And once again, big shout out to Kim, not only for sharing this and much else with us, but for her patience. This is a deep dive that had slipped off, in part because it had really just started in earnest, and so I guess it just wasn't like in my regular rotation mentally yet. And indeed, like, I'm doing so many deep dives, we've long passed critical mass. So basically every couple days I just try to write down a bunch that it feels like it's been the longest since I've done. But even then, of course, there's some that slip through and they go for longer, and that means they're like less in my mental rotation. Bottom line, it's crazy being up here, but it did occur to me that it had been a while, so I do apologize to Kim and others. But we're back to Electric Head, 1990, and again, this is Dave Ball and Richard Norris post Soft Cell for Dave. And the second and third tunes we're going to listen to, because I think Kim mentioned that the next track is sort of an interlude and it's not particularly long. And then the track after it, well, first of all, the interlude is called Interference, which seems a clever turn of phrase. And then the second track that we'll hear is called Are You Receiving? Which, you know, like, it makes me think about telephone lines and like, hello, can you hear me now, which a later generation would say. But the idea of not being sure whether, either directly or through an operator, whether the other person is actually receiving the line. And that could be, I suppose, a metaphor or analogy for communication more generally, maybe even specifically, digital or electronic communication. So I wonder if there might be, some sort of synthetic or mechanical feel to the sonics, if that is indeed a layer to the theme. So let's find out. This is Interference, followed by Are You Receiving by The Grid from Electric Head, 1990. Demetroid, can you turn the music down?
Are you receiving me now?
Scheherazade. Rimsky-Korsakov, that was. Oh, hey. Like that low but energetic rumble. This is awesome, atmospheric, then haunting and suspenseful. Like that heavy chord.
I don't know. Not easy, God. There's a walk on the water. Really sure.
I thought it was cosmonauts, but then they walk on the water.
Think about it.
This is reminding me of Recoil, like Alan Wilder, post-Depeche Mode stuff. Or at least, like, side from Depeche Mode.
Are you ready for this? Believe me, sister. My pretty one. Congratulations. You can receive. You are eligible to receive a carbon prize. The highest fitness command is the highest fitness command.
I like that. It's like this desert-like, barren synth, but it has a sublime, like, elegance to it, too. Okay. Ugh. Hi-hats just went into overdrive. love it. Like I said, it's very much in the vein of Alan Wilder's Recoil, which I found it is a much more like dark and heavy and industrial sort of sound than I might have expected going into that deep dive, which reminds me I do need to get back to Recoil soon. But seriously, really cool tune, and I enjoyed the interference track as a lead into that because it felt the whole thing like some cosmic broadcast. Again, initially it sounded like cosmonauts, and then it was like, wait, they're speaking English, and then there was like that tribal style chant, so I'm not sure, the particular origin of that, but yeah, really pieced together well, haunting tune, lots of, low end dark atmosphere. And a really sweet groove too, that sort of, percussive syncopated groove, which again, not to keep making this comparison, but that was one of the main reasons it was making me think of Recoil, because that's the kind of beat structure that he uses in a lot of tunes. So really cool one. Once again, shout out to Kim, not only for sharing everything, but for being patient. I do appreciate you. And also being insightful and hilarious in the comments and pretty much, all the different types of videos I do, which, it has not gone unnoticed. There's a few of you. Han Solo's another one. Shows up in just about every video type I do. You are massively appreciated. I consider you good friends now, so hopefully the feeling is the same. I'm supposing right now Han Solo is thinking, yeah, but you like Exciter, so nevertheless, I do appreciate you both, as well as all the other friends and champions of the channel. Do let me know what you think about this. I'll try to get back for the next grid reaction a little bit sooner now that they're back on my radar. So big shout out to them, big shout out to you. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.